Good evening. If anyone is out there watching, I welcome you to my art stream of the night. Tonight I'm going to be drawing some characters from Art Fight 2026. But Art Fight officially hasn't started yet, so this is going to be just kind of gift art. It's not going to actually count towards the event. I'm not going to get points for this. I'm not going to get, these aren't officially attacks. These are right now just gift art. But what I'm doing is the same thing as Art Fight. So for any of you who are unfamiliar with what Art Fight is, it is a gifting game, an art gifting game with teams. And the whole month of July, and it starts only in July. You cannot make art before or after July and have it count towards the event. But during that month, it is your job to go on there and make art of other people's original characters, and it is their job to make character art of your character and other people's characters as well. But since nothing is assigned other than teams, which doesn't really matter, in my opinion, you're not assigned which characters to draw or how many characters to draw, or even if it's someone on your own team. It doesn't matter. You're making art for other people. So this picture that I have up here for everyone to be viewing in this stream so far is one of my pictures from last year's Art Fight. And each of these characters, yes, even including this little plush guy, are all separate original characters from that other people have made. And so I did art of all of them just in this one picture. And I had so much fun making this art. I am enamored with other people's original characters. This one right here was one of my favorites from last year. This was a girl. I guess her backstory was that she had diabetes in one world, and she died and was reincarnated as a candy girl, a girl made of candy and ice cream and cake. And this girl, someone else's character entirely, was an alien girl who delivered cakes. And so I created her name was Zoe. So I made Zoe Space Cakes. And I loved these characters, and I may end up drawing them again at some point, but not tonight. Tonight, I am going to be drawing, I will show you their pictures in just a moment. I will be drawing for this person, Doof Nugget MN. This is their Art Fight profile. And I want to show you the characters that I'm going to be drawing for them. I reached out to them earlier this evening, asking if I could post this on YouTube, and I haven't heard back yet. But, are you a fuzzy camera? Clear yourself up, please. As everyone gets a beautiful view of my grubby little nails. Alright. So, tonight, we are going to be drawing Grilled Cheese Girl. And when I click on her, I will be getting more, hopefully, work. Aha. I have a picture here of Grilled Cheese Girl and her girlfriend, Tomato Soup Kid. And in preparation for this, I had a grilled cheese sandwich and tomato soup for dinner. So, that's all very, very exciting. And I'm sure you're all so interested in it. But I'm telling you anyway. If you don't like it, you don't have to watch. Oh, and since it was something that was brought up in the last stream, where people were asking about my come on, camera, work with me. They're asking about my stickers. People were noticing my little stickers on my giant Jagunda clipboard. I wanted to show you my stickers that I have on some of my other clipboards. So here's a normal size clipboard and some of my other stickers. Got some cells at work, got some Iruma, got some gray. My cat's name is Spleens. And a little raccoon. Hello. As you can see, this is a very loved clipboard. And things are a little worn off, but that's one. I have 4 clipboards. I brought 2 of them in tonight. Other than this big one. And here is, come on. Come on. Work with me, camera. It's going to be one of those nights, isn't it? Isn't it? Oh, well. For anyone who's out there, can you hear the music tonight? I'm trying to make sure it's loud enough, and I don't think I have an echo back on me this time. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Yeah, the camera's working with me now. Alright, so we've got some Sims 4 worlds. We got a little drinky world sky thing. Some lo-fi whales in the sky, and King Sombra, Swag Squad, little space mermaid. She's just cute. I don't know if she's from something. Luna Moth. We've got Anomalocaris. I love Anomalocaris. That little lo-fi-ish girl. Sweet cat. Let me turn up the music a little bit more. How's that? Can you still hear me? Can you hear the music? La-di-da. I just want it to be an enjoyable experience all around. So, starting July 1st is Art Fight, as I was mentioning earlier, and I am going to be participating in that very deeply. I have currently 29 pictures planned, and a few of them are, well, most of them are group pictures. So, I am going to be pretty busy. I'm going to be doing at least a picture a day. And you've seen from these streams, if you watched, that it takes about 3 hours for me to finish a picture from start to finish. Hello, camera. If you'd like to work with me one time tonight, that would be superb. I apologize to any of the viewers out there. Alright, so, whatever you're doing tonight, I hope that you relax and unwind and do whatever you like while this stream runs in the background. And if you are, oh, sorry. Oh my goodness. if you are Doof Nugget, and these are your characters, Grilled Cheese Girl and Tomato Soup Kid, I hope I do your characters justice. Oh, come on, camera. Camera, what are you doing? What are you doing? Yeah, it's just an art stream. Who cares what the camera does, right? Who cares what the camera does? No, not me. Well, it'll focus when it feels like focusing, I suppose. And not a whole lot we could do until then. I've tried. So now we know what the characters are supposed to look like. I have chosen a pose, and since this oh, excuse my traffic out the window. Apparently, mainstream sounds like I can't zoom my camera. I'm sorry. Now, yeah, apparently Main Street is Drag Race Central, and people don't like using mufflers on their cars or something. So, my apologies for that. But yeah, my camera is on autofocus, so I don't know how to zoom it. It's just one of those plug and play, like zoom cameras, like for zoom, not a camera that you can zoom, which is unfortunate, but it is what it is. Best I got is to move it out, move it in, and let it adjust. Yeah. I don't know what it's going to do. Camera. Let me start drawing, see if it starts focusing on my hand. See if it eventually catches on to what it's supposed to do. Camera's gonna camera. Alright. Yeah, since my setup for stream is for a desktop, and my camera is set up for a desktop, all my pictures are going to have to be wide, even though this one is very much intended for a tall, upright pose. We're gonna figure out how to do it we're just gonna make them smaller. Oh, look at that, there's the camera. Hi, glad you made it, camera. Glad you arrived sometime tonight. Apparently, that's all I needed to do was put in my little circle. My little circle. Alright. So we have a little circle where our two characters are going to be doing what they do, and what I decided that they're going to do, because what better to do with grilled cheese and tomato soup than to dip tomato soup is perfect for dipping a grilled cheese. Funny, right? Oh my gosh, I'm so funny. Happy Hawaiian Thursday, Crackle Moon. Tonight we are drawing some art fight characters. And the characters that I have chosen, and this doesn't count towards art fight for anyone else who is joining in, because art fight does not start until July. Art gifting game. But I'm going to be doing this as gift art and kind of a practice run. And I'm going to be drawing Grilled Cheese Girl and Tomato Soup Kid. They are girlfriends. And I've already reached out to the artist, who is Doof Nugget MN. And yeah, so we've got our Grilled Cheese Girl, we've got our Tomato Soup Kid, and we are going to dip them. Ha ha ha. So without further ado, let me put this pose up here. Just for reference. I hope everyone is finding ways to relax tonight. I am very much looking forward to Art Fight. I am like in art making mode, and I have 29 pictures that have been living in my head for probably, well, for weeks at least. And I am so excited to get them on paper. So excited for that. My phone says it's 8:30. And that means, for everybody out there, get something hydrating. Get something that quenches your thirst and keeps you from drying out. So, what is everybody passionate about lately? I asked someone that question. I asked a question of what are you passionate about lately? I actually had 2 people tell me, good question. And I'm like, really? Oh, okay, cool. So I decided I'm going to ask you all that. What are you passionate about lately? Is there a certain food that you've been thinking about? A certain music you've been listening to? A certain book series that you're like, oh my gosh, yes. And has it been helping with your anxiety? Is the next question. Have your passions helped you cope? Because the world is just a lot to cope with. Sketchy, trying to get the bodies looking right. Yeah, I know that you are passionate about writing ink. That is definitely, you do a lot of it. You write so many varied stories. Is there any story that you worked on longer than any of the other stories that you've written? Because I know you write a bunch, but have there ever been any stories or projects you've worked on for like a year or like 5 years or 10 years that you're still working on since you were like 9? You know? Like what's one of your longest or deepest one of your most passionate projects? Even if it was a slow burn, it was one you kept coming back to. Do you have anything like that? Thank you for catching the bot, Crackle Moon. I don't know what to do about it. Do I hit the... No, I don't want to reply. You know what? Let the bots in. I don't really care that deeply. They're not ruining the experience yet. So, and I don't think I'm ever gonna... I mean, I'm not aiming to be so popular that I'll even, like, need mods to filter the bots. Mods, bots, bods, mods. Upside down heads and upward looking faces are always complicated to me. I feel like I'm gonna need to turn this upside down to make sure I'm doing it right. So, and side profiles can be kind of a pain too. But you know what? They're worth practicing. You're passionate about Zuko and Katara? Wow! Get out of town. Oh wow, I didn't realize that Ink's Roomies franchise had 2 movies written, 3 TV series written, a video game. You wrote a video game? Dang. Hello, Goth Socks. I'm glad you made it. Words are hard. Excuse. Had to get rid of the eraser shavings. Yeah, Zuko and Katara for Crackle Moon, writing for Ink. Wow. You guys, honestly, I love that you love your passions so much. That brings me so much joy that not only do you love the things you love so passionately, but you do them. You're not like, oh, I love this thing, and all you do is collect for it, or all you do is just talk about it. You actually do the thing, and that's really beautiful. So some of my hobbies are just collect things. So I couldn't fault you if that's what you did. I like stuff. What can I say? Oh, I have a habit of making big feet on my characters. And lately I have this disproportionately short legs problem too. Not a fan, but it's just a thing I've been doing. Long torso, short legs. Oh well. And these 2 characters are high school students, so we're just gonna do dancing. I was thinking about having them go to the prom in the picture, but I like the idea of tomato soup dipping grilled cheese. I mean, how could you not? How could you not? Oh my gosh, you have a writing ideas list, huh? Just like all the ideas that you just haven't even started? It compared to the list of all the things you have done? Wow. So my passion, if you hadn't figured it out right now, the past 2 months actually, it's been art fight. And then when art fight's done, I'm probably gonna just still be on art fight for like a week or so, and then be like, oh my god, I made too much art. But you guys are gonna see some of it. I have at least 3 art fight attacks planned. And hopefully more. This is the first one that's not an official attack, just a gift. And I do hope that that they like it. And let's oops. Doof Nugget. Doof Nugget is such a great name, honestly. Doof Nugget. Oh my gosh, I just noticed this music. So how have you all been doing at handling the heat or getting sleep, good sleep? A lot of people I've heard have just been having a lot of trouble getting sleep. I'm hopeful that I'll be able to help calm your minds here and there, or encourage you to find things that do calm your mind. Oh my goodness. You got quite the list there, Ink. You got a lot going on. Oh, so how to get the pose layout of the characters on my phone? Now, the pose layout, I did find this on Pinterest. On Pinterest, you can look up pose references. And so I looked up, like, I actually have a whole board of nothing but, like, couples poses. And I'm like, what would be good? What would be good? And there's a bunch. As you can see, there's like a whole bunch of poses. Like, that's a good one for, like, for certain Zuko and Katara. Cute. Flirty and flustered. Some of them are cute, some of them are silly. Some of them are more intense. But this one, I just wanted to do a simple dance step. Little dipperoo. So there's that one I was thinking about, and I'm like, meh. And so, but I found a drawn one. Oh wait, was it this one? One of them had a reference. Oh wait, I saved it in, so I knew I would find it again. I have, nope, not pose references. Art fight poses, which I'm also using for my live streams. So I have various things that I'm considering for art fight. Like, this is a good couples pose too. It's very cute. So cute. And you know, it's good for things like If you wanna draw kissing. If you wanna draw Cat McNuggets. Like it's just good little reference things. And artists have used references throughout history, so it ain't cheating. Because as you can see, I am freehand drawing it, just using the reference. Tracing is technically cheating, but I will defend it and say that it is an excellent tool to learn how to do things. It's an excellent way to train your hand how a picture has been made. Just don't take credit for the thing that you traced. Drawing when tracing is its own art form sometimes. So, aw, yeah, McNuggets. Yeah, there's a lot of so much random stuff. I could just do a whole Pinterest. I've got so many boards of Pinterest stuff. This is all I could do my own personal art fight of characters to draw that I found. A bunch of these are AI characters, but they're so varied. There's so many different looking cute characters and interesting characters and all that stuff. But anyway, I digress. But honestly, that's what this is for. Oh, and costumes. Oh, this is invaluable for it's watching fabrics and styles and what things are called and sparkly gowns. Look at the sparklies. Yeah. One other pose reference that's not Pinterest that I like to use. Actually, I think I'm done with the pose here. One other reference that I like to use, and this is only for the adult people in the audience, which I'm pretty sure is everybody. The Kama Sutra books. There are Kama Sutra photo books, and they are excellent for couples poses. You don't have to draw them naked, but because they are already naked, it's perfect for anatomy. And there's this little level of romance involved. But then you can put them in clothes and then it makes it cute or sweet, right? So don't judge me. I think I'm gonna move along on this music here. It's a little too, I don't know, hippie. I don't know. What do you guys think? Lo-fi? Piano? Let's do some piano. Let's do some piano. Yeah. Tracing, okay, tracing over my own image. What do you mean, tracing over a photo that I took? If so, then yeah, that's cheating. Tracing over a drawing I made, that's a drawing I made. That's just pretending you're a photocopier. And I don't think I would do that. I can't think of a reason I would ever do that. I mean, people have, I'm sure. And there are times, I'm sure, when it's warranted, oh, I screwed this picture up when I was inking it and I can't undo it and now I have to try again. And then, yeah, sure. I don't know how that would be cheating. But I'm talking about tracing over a photo or tracing over a picture that you did not draw. That's what I'm talking about. That's like stealing. That's basically stealing. That's like saying, "Oh, look, I made a photograph of this and then sold it as a print." That's no. It's not the same thing. Yeah, like, be honest if you make art. Like, if you make art and you want to claim it as yours, you have to have done something to create it. Like, that's kind of self-explanatory stuff. I kind of have a little bit more feminine face, and she is looking downward at her partner she loves so very, very much, Miss Grilled Cheese. All right. I'm going to take a few liberties with these characters, a little bit, but I want to try and keep it, you know, true to their aesthetic, and also true to my own personal style. Make sure to put in every picture that anyone can use it for whatever and don't need to credit me. That's okay. That I'm sure there are people out there who are like, yeah, sure, use the art. I heard that the creator of Toho doesn't have rights. I'm not talking about copyright. I'm not talking about the rights. I'm talking about art. Tracing something is not art. Tracing something is a trace. Creating, like using... I'm not sure how to word this. I wasn't ready for a debate. When you want to create something that's your own, learn how to make it your own. Like, you should always credit a source material. Like, these characters are not mine. So that's why I am crediting Doof Nugget MN. Which, I mean, sounds so official. But Doof Nugget MN is the one who created them. So, I mean, while I am copying them, in a way, I'm also giving credit where credit is due. It is my art, it is my creation, but it is not my original idea. This picture is my picture. These characters are not my characters. Kind of like how like a trace gives someone like credit, saying, "Oh yeah, I traced this picture, or I got this pose from." And that's why I show you guys. I got this pose from Pinterest. And I'm sure there are lots of famous poses and famous expressions, and like the Akira motorcycle slide. People use that all the time in animations, and that's really cool. And it's an homage at that point, because people know what it's from, but they give credit to what it's from. So, that's all I'm saying. But each one of those creations is its own creation. They're not straight up tracing. Now, I'm gonna go ahead and turn this upside down so I can get Grilled Cheese's hair. Because she's upside down, and now her head looks like a weird, weird alien. And I don't like that. I don't want her head to look like a weird alien. Because she's Grilled Cheese Girl, not a weird alien. I have drawn weird aliens. And I may show you guys at the, in another stream, like the alien girls. They're not, well, actually, they're not that weird. They're just alien girls. And they're super cute. It was one of my first and most favorite of my art fight attacks from last year, which was my first year, so one of my first art attacks, one of my first attacks from art fight, which made me very, very happy. I was very proud of it. So she's falling that way. Even though I'm drawing it this way, I have to remember gravity is going up. She's got gooey, yummy, melty hair. And tonight I had a grilled cheese sandwich with tomato basil soup, and let me tell you guys, there is very little out there that is better than a grilled cheese with tomato soup. It is so good. It's so good. Even people with like peanut allergies who cannot enjoy the joys of a PB&J, like they can enjoy a grilled cheese and tomato. I guess unless they're lactose intolerant, but there is cheese that is lactose free, and there is vegan cheese. I don't think that melts very well. I don't know. And there is Lactaid. So have that. Haha. The kind of cheese I like in my grilled cheese is Munster. Tonight I had Munster and mozzarella combo. Combo. And it was just on white bread. I like it white bread, butter bread, potato bread. I'm kind of a plain bread kind of girl when it comes to the grilled stuff. Plain to sweet. And I'm going to make her extremely happy. Because she's dancing with her girlfriend. Cheddar, mozzarella, Colby Jack, and American? Well, that's a cheesy sandwich. I'm not entirely a purist when it comes to putting stuff on my grilled cheese. Like, it's fine. I really don't care for bacon or ham. Tomato, nah, I'll do that in the soup. But I do like mac and cheese on my grilled cheese, or in my grilled cheese. That, my friends, is divine. Oh, it's so good. Mac and cheese, it's like the carbiest, dairyest, carbon dairy combo. So, it's so good. It's so good. is kind of a weird thing to draw, but I think it's kind of fun. Goop. All right. Let's see how that looks the way it's supposed to be. Well, that's not bad. That's not bad. Her head probably should be just facing that way, but I'm gonna balance her chest out this way a little bit more. Who's Muscle Mac that came out with mac and cheese? I am not a I don't know who Muscle Mac is, or Protein person. I don't know. She's got basil leaves up here. She's gonna have a really not poofy, but kind of poofy. Yeah, maybe I'll have some poofs under her dress. I do like the creative characters that people come up with. There's a few that I considered for tonight. Like there's someone made an original character on Artfight named, or not named, well, they called him Grilled Cheese Goblin. So he's like a little green goblin guy who likes grilled cheese sandwiches. And I'm like, that's kind of adorable. And so I was thinking of like having him somewhere before I decided on the dip picture. I'm like, oh, grilled cheese goblin and the grilled cheese girl. And then I found an original character that was just a sentient grilled cheese sandwich. And I'm like, what? That's cute. And apparently he liked Fruit Loops. So then I went down a rabbit hole and I'm like, I found a Fruit Loops character. I'm going to show you guys all of these because it's become that kind of stream. I'm just going to show you everything on my phone. So going back into Artfight, going into my bookmarks, unorganized bookmarks. I have 52 unorganized bookmarks, and that's just the unorganized ones. I have a lot of characters in here saved, and none of them are my own. It's mac and cheese, or grilled cheese girl. Why do I keep calling her mac and cheese girl now? So, this is the Fruit Loops character, Cammy. She is described as an alien seen slug/snail cat inspired by Fruit Loops. She's a very sweet little patoot who will do anything to make sure everyone in her family or her familiarity circle is loved and cared for. I'm like, oh my gosh, she's super cute. I want to draw her with her little spoon and fork like hair clip. Look at that. That's so cute. That's so cute. Anyway, so there was that, and there was, there's mac and cheese, which are, here's the grilled cheese original character, who is just a sentient grilled cheese. Extremely energetic with ADHD, like a dog, but more of a cat person. Loves Fruit Loops and painting. Listens to mostly alternative rock and indie music. Can play the electric guitar. And I'm like, it's a grilled cheese sandwich. So much creativity. I love it. And gotta go to the next page to find my little grilled cheese goblin guy. Here he is. Gobbles. Grilled cheese goblin. This is Gobbles. He's a little goblin that likes grilled cheese. That's it. Look at him. Look at his little face. He's so happy with his grilled cheese. And no, she's so happy with her grilled cheese. Aww. So, I'm putting away my phone. I'm taking another sip of hydrating water. All right. So we have a lidded eye looking down on her sweetheart. Careful not to drop her. The nice thing about these characters is that they're, you know, the owner, she was out. Did I even read the descriptions of Grilled Cheese Girl and her Tomato Soup Kid? I'm gonna pull that up because you guys need to hear that, because she's really, really cute. All right, where you at, Grilled Cheese Girl? Grilled Cheese Girl. This is my main OC based on my aesthetic obsession. She's bi, high energy, loves her friends and girlfriend. Tomato Soup Kid is more than anything. Oh, she loves Tomato Soup Kid more than anything. Grilled Cheese Girl is a high school student along with her friends who she could never spend enough time with. She spends most of her alone time daydreaming, usually about her wedding day. Grilled Cheese Girl does have a canon little brother, who's also a grilled cheese person. I haven't figured out if she's made of grilled cheese or just inspired by grilled cheese, and whether or not she eats grilled cheese. It's a confusing little universe I've created here. She's one of the first characters I've ever designed, and she's lasted a long time. I absolutely love seeing other people's versions of her. They bring me so much joy. I love this character with all my heart. And honestly, I love this character with all my heart too, because she's precious. She's really, really cute, and she's just so genuine. So I'm very happy to be drawing her, and I hope that if she sees this video, that she appreciates my version of them, because I'm gonna do my best to do justice to them both. Because I love the effort that she put forth creating this character and putting this effort. I've seen a lot of art. One of the things you can do when you look at characters on Artfight. Oops. Let's go back into Grilled Cheese Grill here. You can see the attacks other people have done. You can kind of see it here. Attacks. You click on attacks, and you'll see these are all art from other people. So this character has gotten quite a bit of love, and that makes me so happy to see. Like this person is a sandwich ahead. Look at that. Like, so cute. And I love that there's so many different styles. There's so many different, like, takes on this. It's just, it's beautiful, guys. It's beautiful. And this is why I am obsessed. This is why I'm obsessed with Artfight. All the creative people on Artfight are just so good. Gosh, so good. So yeah, I'm gonna keep Tomato Soup Kid's hair short and round like a tomato, like a little cherry tomato. A little cherry tomato bracelet there. Little red pearls with little green toppers. So I think this is coming out alright. I think I'm actually ready to ink it already. It's been an hour, so the sketch took 1 hour. Inking might take, let's see how it's 9:11 now. Let's see when inking is done. And this sketching took an hour, but I yapped for a lot of it. I just blah, blah, blah through it. And I'm like, look at my phone. Look at this stuff on Pinterest. Look at this stuff on Artfight. So, technically, the sketch didn't take an hour. I got through it faster. And it wasn't a disaster. Randomly, I was thinking the other night, I was trying to think about ways to clear your mind when you're in bed, because you know when you get in bed and you're like, oh, I can finally rest for the night, and like I need to go to sleep, and then your brain is like, well, yeah, you need to go to sleep, and now you can't. And then you're like thinking, and you're thinking, and you're thinking, and you're like, ugh, stop. And you're only thinking about like, oh, this cringy thing I did, or this argument that I had, or like how the world is like just terrible, or this horrible thing that happened, you know? And honestly, it makes sense, because our brains are wired to notice when things go wrong, because that's the stuff you need to either fix, or the stuff that's dangerous to you or the people you care about. And so even if it's not actually dangerous, even if it's just anxiety that you made up a story in your head, your brain is like, well, you want to be prepared in case this happens. And then it goes overboard, and you're not prepared for anything because you're tired because you couldn't get to sleep. So I think of ways like, how can I calm my brain? One of the ways I do it is listening to like white noise, or just listen to the silence, like actively listen to see if you can hear like distant traffic, or if you can hear your own breathing or whatever. If you do that for like 5 seconds or 10 seconds, you realize when you actively listen, you calm your thoughts down just a little bit, which in its own way is like proof that yes, you can control your mind, you can control your thoughts, which to me is encouraging. I know some people hate the silence, and if you're one of them, I'm definitely not trying to tell you, hey, you gotta do this. But one image came to mind. Like I've gone through ways of like visualizing getting rid of negative thoughts, or like stressful, annoying thoughts. Like sometimes it's, oh, just picture it like floating down a river on a leaf. Just take that thought, place it on the leaf, and just watch it float away. And sometimes it's, oh yeah, tie a balloon around that thought and just watch it float out the top of your head. But the other night I was thinking of a visualization that kind of, I liked it. I was very, I guess, proud of myself, or like I thought it was kind of clever. Visualize taking that image and crumpling it up like a piece of paper. It doesn't make it go away, but it gets it out of the way so you can make room on your wall for the things that you like. Because you're not going to frame your problems and put them on the wall of your life, the gallery, the museum that is who you are. You're going to take the things that you are interested in, the things that you're passionate about, the things that you've experienced. You're going to put that on your own personal internal museum. And I kind of was like, oh, yeah, I like this. So that's why I'm sharing it with you guys. So try that tonight if you're having trouble getting to sleep, because if you've got intrusive thoughts, annoying thoughts of the, oh, stuff I gotta do tomorrow, or, oh, I wish I hadn't said this thing, like, let it go. Let it go. Let the good stuff in your life, the happy memories, the interesting adventures you've been on, the stuff that was stressful but ended up turning out better than you thought, the fictional characters you've made, the fictional worlds you've read about, like all the things that make you feel passionate and interested in something, that legit matters. Whether it's a tangible thing in this world or a totally imaginary thing, that matters, because that's what you fight for when you're like really stressed. That's what gets you through it. That's what's gonna give you strength. And it's worth spending your time appreciating, because it does exist in your world. It does exist in your life. Yes, there are a lot of bad things in the world. There are a lot of bad things going on. But there are good things, and there will be good things again. So take the time to appreciate those good things, even if they have since passed. They're a good memory. They're a good motivator. They're a good part of who you are, and probably someone else's story if it's part of your story. So if you wouldn't put it in your gallery, don't focus on it for the evening. It'll still be there crumpled up on the floor in the morning. It's not going to get resolved tonight, though, by thinking about it. Harping on it, dwelling on it, worrying about it are all very natural, reactions and responses, but not helpful. It's a terrible waste of the imagination, which, I've done it. A lot. And probably will. I will continue to do so. Because there's a lot to be worried about. There's a lot to be concerned with. But I assure you, that's not all there is. Alright, I'm inking her upside down. Here we go, kids. Here we go. So try to stretch out your bodies. Stretch out your legs, your arms, your neck and your shoulders. Take a deep, slow breath. If you've got time to watch an art stream, you're doing okay. There's nothing else you need to be doing at all tonight. Good enough is indeed good enough. And honestly, the whole point of all this is not to do things perfectly. This whole life thing, it's just to ways to stay alive. Society was originally a thing that was supposed to be helpful for the masses. Like, we're all here in a society so we can watch over each other, so we can protect each other, so we can raise our kids together and, be our own force against the stress of nature. And it turned into, and it's been classes and people against each other, a power struggle for... It's been this way for a long time. Kings and serfs and... Yeah. It's frustrating. It's frustrating. So it is always something that's on my mind. But we have developed things in the world that make it better than it was. Like indoor plumbing, electricity. I know I've mentioned these things before. Pizza, chocolate. These things exist, so therefore life isn't so bad. Grilled cheese and tomato soup exist. Art Fight exists. Like, Twitch exists. Discord exists. These are things that make me happy, because I get to connect with you guys. I get to see you guys. I get to have fun with you guys. I would probably be still drawing my silly little pictures, just, on my couch, on my clipboards with all my stickers on them. this. I think I've got enough reference. Oh, let's. I'm trusting myself to do this upside down. Oh boy. And honestly, what would happen if I screwed up? Nothing! 0 consequences! So, green tea and robot anthills exist. Oh no, robot anthills. Okay, I'm like, what the heck are you talking about? You talk about that video game, that little city builder robot anthill game. What? I was confused. Confused. Honestly, it doesn't take much to confuse the Suchan. Confuse a cat. Alright. I got him. There we go. Circle backgrounds are fun. I like little circle backgrounds. I am growing tomatoes this year on my porch. So and I'm trying to grow basil too, but basil is not doing, my basil isn't doing well. I overwater it and then I underwater it and then it's like, it's always looking sad. So we'll see how long it lasts. The tomatoes are looking great though. I mean, the tomato plant is looking great. And I'm also growing a pot of a zucchini plant, a big pot. I'm like, well, I don't know if it'll create any fruit or whatever, but let's try it. Yeah, I had my basil indoors and it didn't do super great, and so I had to put it outside because it got like these soil mite things or something. So I was a little annoyed with that. So I'm like, and I've seen those before, and I know you can like use soap and water and just like kind of spritz them. All right, so I'm gonna erase, but I'm gonna leave you guys with another art fight picture. What art fight picture should I leave for you guys from last year? There's my OCs. Oh, I can show you guys one of my OCs. There we go. There's 1, 2. I'll put her. So, I'm putting down my OC, Crystal. Yep, I drew her back in the 80s. And I love her very, very, very much. Since tonight I'm drawing these OCs. Grilled Cheese Girl is very loved. And this person's OC from a long time. I figure I should put up my OC that I love very much and have had for a long time. So does anyone have any summer weekend plans? Anybody struggling in the heat, or do you have AC? I know Europe right now is sweltering, and AC is not really a thing that you have in most of Europe. So my condolences. That is a rough situation to be in. Alright, guys. Time to say goodbye to Crystal. Bye. Bye. And time to color these two girls. We've got tomato and the cheese. Grilled cheese. Get out my handy dandy markers. We'll start with some skin tones. Tomato cheese, tomato soup kid is a pale, my pale rosé, but I feel like that might be grilled cheese girl skin tone. Yeah, I think so. I believe so. Well, oh, I'm coloring over here, and you guys are over there. This is very peanutsy sounding music. Waiting to hear Linus wax poetically and philosophically about something. Or Charlie Brown to be bummed about something. Not only do I have my art fight pictures in my head, I've written out the order they're going to be in, how many characters are likely in each one, each picture. I have the image in my head, and I've decided which ones I'm going to be streaming. So next week we'll be doing a Bard jam session. Alright, let's see these colors. Oh no, way too orange. Way too orange. Is this pink? No? Ooh, that's a good color. That might be a good color. Yeah, that'll be a good contrast to her hair. Alright. Oh, this light is not doing it very good justice. I'm not, there's multiple things about this camera that I'm not thrilled with. is that it does the autofocus thing, and I don't know if it's the camera or the light or just streaming in general. The colors don't look right. Sometimes even when I scan pictures, they don't look the same on the scan as they do on the page. And that kind of bums me out. But what you gonna do? What you gonna do, right? Can't exactly fire these things. I need them. I need them all. Well, at least if I want to keep doing this. Which I seem to. And I mean, people show up. And I appreciate that you guys show up. Skin tones out the way, because next is going to be reds and yellows. So many reds and yellows. Cheese and tomatoes. There will be shading on the skin tones, just not this moment. Alright. Let's start with Grilled Cheese Girl's hair. Okay, so yeah, I didn't even think before I started coloring. Inking, I started at 9:11. It is now 9:36, so that didn't take long at all. Not at all. So inking, fast, fast, fast. So Ink, you've already created an alternate universe background for these two? Tomato Soup is an assassin, and Grilled Cheese Girl is an accountant. Ugh. Accountant. Wah, wah. Oh, that's dark yellow. I need some lighter yellow. I mean, that's definitely, I need that darker yellow there. But I need something lighter. Not pale yellow. Do we have any? Nope, not banana. Maybe cream. Oh, oh. Drop stuff on the floor. Y'all can hear that. I know you can. Cream. We'll go with cream, and then it'll be goldenrod. Cream is not much different. It'll lighten up as it sits. Yeah. That is definitely a better color. I don't know if there's a writing equivalent of Art Fight, like write stories based on my OCs kind of thing. Though I know in Art Fight sometimes there are stories that accompany the pictures. I've also seen people or heard about people creating recipes that go with their artwork that they're gifting. And I'm like, that's super creative. Like, they're going, oh, this character makes me think of hot chocolate or whatever. Like with these two, it's kind of blatantly obvious because they're food characters. But like other characters that are not food characters get this treatment too. Like, I was just looking up Green Lantern and Blue Lantern characters from like DC Comics. Like, there's a bunch of them. There was one artist had characters that were Green Lanterns, but they're from the Star Wars universe. And I'm like, well, that makes sense because Green Lantern is like across the universe. And it just happened a long, long time ago in a galaxy far, far away. Why wouldn't they cross over? And I'm like, that's super cool. Now I want to make characters like that. It's very inspiring. It's very motivating. Give her some more goops. More hair goops. Koopa Koopa. Now she needs a toasty body. Oh, no, that's pink. I don't want that. Wait, let's go back to... What number was this? Nope, that's not the one I want. This? Nope, that's not the one I want. It's the other one. Oh, I gotta put these aside so I know which one I'm going for. This, I think, is... Yes. This is gonna be for her dress and some darker cheese highlights. Or shadows, I suppose. Accentuations. Cheese. She's clearly a cheddar or American Girl. Very classic grilled cheese. It's a very American combo. Grilled cheese and tomato soup. I saw someone on YouTube, a Russian woman, having a grilled cheese and tomato soup for the first time, and she was like, "This is amazing." And she described the tomato soup like, I forgot there was crust on the top of her dress. She described the tomato soup as hot tomato juice. I was like, oh, well, that's interesting. That is interesting. No. Oh, wait a minute. What about this? What about this? No. That'll be for shadows. All right. Yeah. A little golden brown on that grilled cheese bread. Heck yeah. Looking at her, her bracelet is going to need to be colored very soon because I keep looking at it thinking it's blueberries. I don't know why I'm thinking it's blueberries because nowhere in this picture has there been mention of blueberries. brain just wanted to see blueberries. Apparently. Apparently. Oh, I love you, grilled cheese girl. You're fun. And Tomato Soup Kid, you're heckin' awesome. Oh, these are fun characters. I am having zero regrets of making this. I love it. Is it a perfect picture? No. Is it fun? Yes. Just gonna have some grill lines. Even though I just made grilled cheese and it's more like spots. Just gonna have some of those as well, like oh yeah. That like bread texture. But in a dress that would like kind of translate to sequins, wouldn't it? Oh, I want a bread sequin dress. Oh, that'd be dope. That'd be heckin' awesome. Alright, now the crust of your bread. Your bread crust. Oh, a little too orangey. Nee. Get a darker color. Yeah, this is gonna be better. Oh yeah, that's better. Alright, I need better music. This is too esoteric for me. Come on, music. It is, yeah, I'm going for cherry tomatoes. But brain keeps going, oh yeah, blueberries. First off, blueberries aren't that big. They shouldn't be that big. Because, good lord. Secondly, it's not. It's not. I drew it myself, I should know. Okay. Alright, this is fine. This is fine. Yep. Everything else in the room's on fire. This is fine. Alright. I'm gonna shade some Tomato Soup Kid. Tomato Soup Kid is, their pronouns are she/they. One thing I do love about Art Fight is seeing all the people with all the different pronouns, all the different like sexualities and attractions, and like the kids are all right, you know. They know who they are, and I love that they express it. At least here on Art Fight they do. I know that there's a lot of places in the world they still can't, but it is a step in the right direction when you have the language for it. still have a very, very long way to go. But I'm happy in the direction some of the things in the world are going. Some. Yeah. Her bracelet could be cherry or grape tomatoes. True. I figured that's what you meant, but I didn't clarify either. So, but I follow you. I follow. Forgot her top crust. Don't want to leave her top crustless. All right, we gotta give her some blush, cause she is a happy girl. Give them both some blush. So I'm like, oh, this is my sweetie in my arms. I'm her sweetie. I'm being dipped by tomato soup. A little bit of blush. She needs a little more shading in general. Starting next Wednesday, I heard the weather around where I am up in Massachusetts. I heard that the July 1st is going to be like heat wave, which is super great for wanting to sit down and draw when all you can do is sweat. But I have a central air, and we've been trying to hold off on using it because life is so expensive. So we've been able to get away with not using it much this year so far. But that's probably gonna change soon. And honestly, I'm thankful to have it. I'm not gonna complain about having it. The fact that it's an option is so nice compared to previous years when it was not an option. Previous places I've lived where it was like, yeah, no, you don't have that choice because it's not an option for you. That's something I'm thankful for. Not being a part of that, whatever that was. They were not coming for me, so hooray. Yeesh. Wishing the best to whoever those sirens were for. All right. Here we go, tomato soup kid. Let's start with your hair. Okay. I hope there's not a whole lot of talking in this song. So what are some of the things that are in your personal museum of your life that you, stories that you like to tell people about? The fun adventures you went on, or the characters you've made, or the things you've accomplished, places you've been. She's wearing a tank top. Yes. Obviously, there are some things that are going to be in your personal museum that are in the curated section that other people don't have permission to. And that's how it should be. Everyone should have things in their lives that are entirely for themselves and not for sharing. Especially online. My goodness. You should never be pressured to share personal stuff online. And I'm not trying to ask for people to tell their stories as a way of, me not having to, entertain my other followers. No, I'm not trying to do that either. Not that any of you really necessarily assumed that, but just clarifying. I think you guys are cool. And I am honored that any of you are here, that y'all show up. It's like, I still can't get over it. I still can't get over it. This might be a short stream. Because it's just 10 o'clock now. It's 2 hours. So it's not exactly short, but I don't think we're going to go the usual 3 hours. Honestly, I find this promising since I have a month of making so much art coming up that I don't know how I'm going to accomplish stuff. So if I am speeding up my artwork, that gives me hope. And I feel like I'm not losing any quality of it. I don't know. What do you guys think? Does any of it look like cheapened for my skill set? Sometimes I like subject matter so much that I forget to look at quality. I'm like, oh, I just love these characters, and then I draw them, and then I look at the picture like years later, and I'm like, ooh, what was I thinking? Ooh, that doesn't look good at all, or whatever, that sort of thing where I'm like, I did not pay any attention to the details. But I was just having fun making the picture. Hopefully you fell off a mountain at the bottom of the mountain, because you're writing to us now. So that's a positive thing. Ink fell off a mountain. So he said he climbed a few mountains in Japan and fell off one. Aw. The green really makes it pop. Jeez. I'm glad you're alright then. I'm glad you didn't completely fall off a mountain. Wow. Good tree. Do you know what kind of tree it was? Plant one. Plant one like it. There we go. That looks more like cherry tomatoes. My goodness, this camera is so fuzzy. It's not good. This camera's driving me crazy. What is this one? Crimson, huh? Should her little, like, shawl thing be green? Or white? Like, cream on tomato soup? Tomato. She does look very tomato soupy. I'm pretty happy with her. Let's see if it looks any clearer as I get it closer to the... Yeah, it's kind of tomato soupy. And grilled cheesy. And when I put it back here, it's like not as clear, but well, it looks a little better. Oh, what the... Oh, I should do blue behind them as a blue plate special. Yeah. Oh, I know. I'll keep that white with green dots. Where's the reds? My reds are over there. Green dots, baby. For her little shawl thing. I need a dark green. No. No. I'm bad with picking colors. No. No. Okay. So, some greens, some shadows for green. All right. There we go. Some little herbs and spices hinted in her. Oh yeah, I think she has freckles too. Let me add those in a minute. And yeah, behind them is going to be very blue. Blue. A couple other shades of green in there. Yeah, you can't really tell. That's okay. Alright, so I'm gonna do I'm gonna use my circle again. The nice thing with this tool is that it has these little dots that you can kind of see in here, little holes where you can create smaller circles. So like I can do a blue rim of a plate if if I just, let's say, line it up here, and then using this end one, and then again here, and then again here, and then again here. So you can see this blue rim, and it's concentric because I lined up the edges. Wow. I got this on Blick. It's a nice thing because like you can hold the edge, it'll stay put while you move the middle around. It's very cool. It's a fun little tool. And this one actually can show you where the center of the circle is, which is nice. And you've got all these other little circle templates too, like for smaller shoujo bubbles or what have you. Whatever you like. Alright, so I'll do a darker blue and then a lighter blue. Let's start with a lighter blue, which will be Frost. I'll use a Frost blue. And I'm not really bothering with inking that because it's part of the background, so it doesn't have to have too much of a focus. One thing I might do with this is my, I know there's a name for it, the style, when you give a hard outline, like a thick outline to the characters without outlining anything within, like if I just did around her hair and her body and her knees and stuff, but like not separating their bodies or not along the limbs. I can't remember what that term is. I think it was named after an artist. And I can't think of what it's called. I'll tell you in a minute. Once I'm done coloring the middle of this, I might look it up. Because that makes riveting viewing. People want to watch me look stuff up. But if I don't look it up, it'll drive me bonkers. Yeah, blue is a complementary color. Alright. Alright, now I want to look up art style. Style where the outline is thicker. What is that called? No. No, it says thicker. Cell shading. Nope, that's not it. Name of the art style where the art is thicker. Let's try again. Name of art style where the outline is thicker than the background. Nope, that's not what it's called. line weight, thick animation, cell shading, American traditional tattooing. Oh. Then the outline is thicker than the body, than the detail, than the other. Somebody calling it Eddie Murphying. That doesn't make any sense. Yeah, no, it's not. Never mind, everybody. False alarm. I thought I knew a thing. I don't. Oh well. Riveting. Riveting. Alright. The middle was frost blue. The rim of the plate is going to be sky blue. For our beautiful heroines. And they are heroines because eating them together is like drugs. Makes you feel good in the moment, and you always want another hit. Ha 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 ha. Oh, no. Whoops. I colored in a little bit of her hair. It looks like shading. Blue's good for shading. Yeah, I did that on purpose. Whoops. Yeah, I should have written to her before going live. But I figure a live picture is only going to last for a week up on Twitch. So if she likes it and she approves, this will go up on YouTube. But since they are her characters, I don't want to do that without her permission. And for anyone watching, yes, I know, Art Fight doesn't start until Wednesday. And this is not going to count towards the event. This is something I am doing as Art Fight Prep. I'm making this a gift picture because I love these characters very much. And the more I draw them, the more I love them. The more I work on them, the more I appreciate them. And it makes me so happy that they are loved by the owner. There are people that just make characters just to put them up. And I actually have a couple of characters that I'm like, yeah, let's just put them up there. But I don't know why I did that, because I have a good jillion of role-playing characters that I do actually love. I guess I just felt like that would get repetitive and people wouldn't be interested in that. But they'll probably get their turn to be up on Art Fight. So they should have some shadows under their feet as they dance. Huh. What do you want to bet they're dancing to salsa music? Get it? Salsa and queso? I'll see myself out. I think this came out pretty cute. Took me only 2 hours too, so think? Does it... salsa, what I did there. Wah, wah. So I think we're done here.
Would you care to join my following? No, sir.
What?
I do not follow.
Okay, well, on that note, I am going to probably end this stream here. I'll let you guys all get some rest. What would be amazing at 12 hours? If I spent 12 hours on this, I honestly don't know what else I would add to this. Yeah, I feel like I'd overwork it and it would not be good. Anyway. Oh, you're saying it looks good regardless of the time spent. I see what you're saying. Well, thank you. Thank you. I had fun making it. These are a couple of fun, cute little characters. Tomato Soup Kid, Grilled Cheese Girl, property of I'll pull her up in a minute. The owner of these characters is Doof Nugget MN on Artfight. Oops. If anyone wants to also attack Grilled Cheese Girl, that is the character's number. This is the artist Doof Nugget MN. Know them, love them, follow them, draw their characters. Let's see what other characters they have. They have Candy, a skunk, I believe. Yes, an adorable little anthro skunk. Candy. And there was Grilled Cheese Girl, Tomato Soup Girl, someone named Bucket, Celeste, Ducklet. Let's see if there's other characters. Quite a few characters, in fact. Effluent? Effluent is a slightly British kids show that host that teaches children important things, like how to steal from their parents, and wrong names for animals. Oh, bad little elephant. That's adorable. Doof Nugget, you have stolen my heart. Everyone attack Doof Nugget this art fight. Doof Nugget MN. But like I said, on that note, I'm gonna let you guys have a very lovely night. Thank you very much for joining me while I draw pictures. And I hope that you have a really, really nice weekend. And a really good week ahead. Alright, well, get some sleep and think about the pictures you want to frame in your gallery and crumple up anything that you don't. Alright guys, take care. Bye.